I would like to announce the 2019 Telstra Tasmanian Business Women's Small Business Award winner, Lucy Gibbon.
Oh, you've given me a platform and I'm going to speak. It's the night of Lucy's. This is extraordinary. Extraordinary to be a winner amongst such commendable and exemplary finalists. What we have all achieved to be finalists here is remarkable. To Michelle, to Tamika, to Lindy, to Annette, to Rebecca, we've all done amazing things to get here. Thank you to Telstra. Thank you for recognising the value of celebrating the achievements of women in the community. As Tracy alluded to, the story of Look is not a long story, but definitely a story of which I'm very proud. For most of my working life, I talked about opening a store. 6 years ago, I opened that store in a 20 square metre space in a suburban high street of Hobart with a budget of $5,000. But opening that tiny little store was the best thing I could have ever done. The important thing here is I started. And because I started small, my overheads were small, I had the ability to grow my reputation, grow the brands I wanted to carry, build a reputation with suppliers and with my bank, and the restraint was invaluable. 2 years after opening, I was in a position to expand, and I moved into my current space, which is a beautiful big space in Salamanca district of Hobart. I have a long speech here, and I actually want to get to the real crux of why I'm here. The underlying philosophy that underpins everything I do and how I run my business is the mantra, buy once, buy well. We want products that can be used every day and enjoyed for a lifetime. The idea that we buy once, buy well is my way of undoing business. Certainly it is undoing the retail model. The reason why I do what I do is to inspire others and to make conscious, considered choices when you're purchasing products. Have nothing in your home that you do not know to be useful or believe to be beautiful. When a woman achieves success, her first instinct is to reference those that helped her get here. I am overwhelmingly thankful to my amazing staff that are here tonight, who bring to life my vision with loyalty, dedication, hard work, and humour. Good leaders know that the total knowledge of those around them is vastly greater than everything they know alone. A very important thanks goes to my partner Julian, my biggest fan, to whom I'm eternally grateful. He helps and supports and he holds the home line together so that I'm free to do what I love. None of what I do is possible without that sort of support. Please indulge me. I do have one more important acknowledgement that I want to make. There's much talk about this evening about inspiration, inspiring others and fulfilling dreams. I've been very fortunate in my life to have been influenced by a remarkable woman, my mother. My parents immigrated from the UK in the late 1960s with my 3 siblings and I. My mother had completed Teachers College in Dublin, but was married and had her children before she had the opportunity to start a career. She was a woman with a desire to work in an era when it was not easy for women to work. Against my father's wishes, she entered the Australian workforce in the early 1970s, on the proviso that she be home every lunchtime to cook my father's lunch. It was a different era. So in her early 40s, she began her career. Starting as a teacher's aide, within 6 years, she ended up being head of the school. Retiring in her late 50s, she went to university and gained her first degree, and then went on to get her doctorate in her late 60s. Through her 70s, she was employed by the government of the time to advise on positive ageing in the community, was on numerous boards and delivered papers on education and positive ageing. In her 80s, she received the Order of Australia, quite the honour for a girl from rural Ireland. To this day, now aged 90, she still lectures and delivers talks, still learning, still contributing. Ironically, she was the most educated member of her family. Her father, my grandfather, owned a general store. I am the least academic in my family, full of professionals and academics, and I own a successful store. Sometimes life comes full circle. My point here, and in the context being, her life choices were transformational for the time, for her age, and for her gender. She was not making a grand feminist statement. There was no Me Too movement. She was simply trying, as we say today, to live her best life. It's never too late to start. This is the role we now have to play. As women in business, we have to offer transformational thinking and inspiring leadership. As Tracy said before, you cannot be what you cannot see. We need women who are so strong they can be gentle, so educated they can be humble, so fierce they can be compassionate, and so passionate they can be rational. Thank you very much.